probably in the last 2 or 3 years, said the following thing. I'm not getting a Facebook account. Why would I ever need one? Raise your hand. Of those people, just curious, how many of you have a Facebook account? Raise your hand. That's what I do for a living. What I do for a living, and the reason I'm completely convinced that I will buy the New York Jets, which is going to cost me billions of dollars, is that I'm very good at understanding what people think they're not going to do, and that I know firmly they will do. And that is where the opportunity lies. That's why I started investing. You know, my biggest wealth moves have been very recently because I own equity in Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr. For example, when I wrote about Tumblr and Crush It, and I wrote that in '08, and it published in '09, nobody knew what Tumblr. Guarantee. How many people here have a Facebook fan page? Raise your hand. I guarantee with my entire soul that all of you are fucking it up, and if I went to it right now, all you're doing is pushing stuff. All you're doing is pushing. I've got a listing, I've got an offer, take my stuff, watch my commercial, look at this picture I took, take my stuff, take it. Yep. You're right, yeah. It's all noise. How many people here on Twitter? Raise your hand. I guarantee you're screwing that up. I guarantee if I look at most of your Twitter accounts, the percentage of how much you pushed out instead of having a conversation with an at reply is shockingly low. In 2007, that's how I built my brand. I lived on a site called Samize.com. It got bought by Twitter to become Search.Twitter. I searched Chardonnay, Merlot, Pinot Grigio, and everybody talking about wine I engaged with like it was a cocktail party. And I didn't say, oh my God, I have a deal on Pinot Grigio, here's a link to winelibrary.com. And I could have said, here's a deal on Pinot Grigio, here's some free shipping. And that would have been okay, right? Or I could have said, oh no way, I just did a show on Syrah. Watch, here's what's gonna happen with social media. Different than the business practices, because social media does have natural ROI. But the difference is, it's slow. Everything I write about in this book takes forever. I want you to run a marathon, and all of you want to run a sprint. It's just the truth. It's not you, it's not nothing personal, it's how we roll in business. We want it now. Corporate America has to hit quarterly numbers, you want a boat. I mean, that's your business. Your business is word of mouth. This new world is word of mouth on steroids. But the difference is, everything you do is dramatically more transparent. Think about how much more equipped with knowledge your consumer is today because of the internet than it used to be. Some of you have been in business for a long time. You remember when you knew a lot of stuff they didn't know. And in that lack of knowledge of the consumer was where your profit was. And as they become more educated and can get to more data, it's been more difficult to make profit on those hidden aspects. In a world where there's being so much thrown at people, the only way to break through is intent. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that consumers' bullshit radars are dramatically better than we give them credit for. That we think we're so smart, and the only reason is because we never knew how they responded to it. You knew the ones you got, you didn't know the ones that thought you were a fool. As human beings, we know what we know in front of us, not what would have happened. What I'm telling you right now, what's about to happen over these next 5 years is we're going into a new economy where your entire business model is going to be built on the social equity that you build in the trenches of the internet. I firmly believe that.